everybody, this is Pear, and I'm with Chris Carl, super special guest star from our LA office.
Special.
Yeah, very special. And we have the first 6 of Wave 4 Amiibo here for you. They're actually from the UK because they haven't come out in the US. They're not coming out until May 29th. These just came out last week, and thanks to a friendly NVC fan, Racing, we have these in our hands. The last 2 that you're not seeing here, Greninja and Jigglypuff, are coming out later in the UK as well. So we wanted to take a look at these and unbox them and tell them what we think of them.
Yeah, I'm super jealous of you, by the way, right now. That you've got these early. These aren't coming out in the US until
May 29th.
May 29th.
Yeah. So,
and the only one I was able to pre-order was this guy right here.
Okay.
Where are you?
So yeah, the pre-order situation in the US, of course, is awful. It's getting worse in Europe as well.
Right.
I tried pre-ordering some in Germany, and they sell out in minutes as well.
Wow.
But you know, I was not able to get pre-orders in for NES, for example. As everybody knows, in the US, the pre-order at GameStop did not go so well. Yeah. And the same is continuing now with some of the other store exclusives. So Target, Jigglypuff, and Greninja, Toys R Us in the US. Even people who stood in line early in the morning, if they were number 8 in the list and the store only had 6, they were out of luck. So
I did that with Rosalina.
And did you get it?
And I did, but I had actually gone early. I know we've both talked about this. I went early to Target, and because they said they had them in stock, I called them special. I was like, "Are you going to sell this to me?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure. Come on down." And I did, and I went to check out, and lo and behold, they wouldn't let me check out with the 3 I had gotten, because I was hoping to get some for friends up here, but no. And I think that's continued, and it's only gotten worse.
It's getting worse, especially in the US. I mean, there's always hope that they will be able to produce more, and you know, some of the shipping problems will be resolved, but not yet, as they say in Gladiator. And you know, we're unboxing these. We're not collecting these and keeping them in the boxes. So if that breaks your heart, sorry.
Breaks my heart a little bit.
It breaks his heart, but these are toys. I have 3 kids. We like to use them. They're obviously very nice in Smash Brothers, but some of these characters also unlock costumes. You kind of want that, and you don't want to be squeezing the box to get them to turn upside down and that's what
I've totally tried it.
So first of all, Charizard from the Pokemans. What do you think? You like him?
I like him.
Yeah, and I'm not using like a razor blade to take off the back.
I know,
so you can't put them back on afterwards.
This is old school
stuff. Are you gonna be
stuff.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It looks like you're sweating a little bit.
I'm sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
I like these kind of details on the Amiibos. I like the little fire, see-through fire bits.
Yeah.
Mario had that with his fireball, the original Amiibo, not the Mario Party one.
And if you'll notice, they wisely replaced some of the color plastic stand now with consistently clear ones. So you know, he still has that weird cast on his leg, the goo he stepped in, but it's actually pretty supple and it looks good. And I will say one thing: the cartoonish characters always look really good, right?
Yeah,
like the flat shaded, like Kirby, Pac-Man looks really good. So that was number 31. I forgot what number she is. Lucina is number 31. This is number 30. So Lucina looking really nice too. Obviously from one of my favorite 3DS games, Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't know if you've played that much.
I have not. I don't rock the RPGs that often, but I think the bases are all gold, right? For this particular wave, that's one of the
Smash Brothers one, yeah.
Yeah.
So for the, I don't know if did you get any of the Mario Party ones?
I got all of the Mario Party.
Okay,
ones.
the base is different, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna open this one. This feels so wrong to me, but also so right.
Get Wario. So we've got Robin here. Robin only available as the male Robin. Obviously in the game you can actually pick male or female. Really cool detail on this one. First of all, there is an issue with some of the Amiibos, and we are lucky enough to have one of them here, and that's Lucina's sword is a little droopy.
Yeah, you know, that used to happen with all sort of miniatures when we were kids, you'd have those war miniatures, and I used to have even Cowboys and Indians ones when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And always, any sort of sword always looked like that. Yeah, but I agree with you. I think the cartoonish ones are the best. And this one,
jacket is awesome.
This jacket's awesome. There's a little detail on the back.
It's got a little like jeans, like denim texture and everything.
Yeah,
and his hurry up. Why would you have a jacket with hurry up on the back? I like it.
I mean, also, like if you're playing Mario Kart, why would you want this statement to the people behind you?
That's pretty good, though. It's kind of taunting. That's what he's all about. So also with Robin, Robin's got the has got his amazing zigzaggedy sword there.
That's the technical term for it, the zigzaggedy sword.
So the tome he has, he uses magic in the game. It's really detailed too, and it's got like this, this kind of mock text and drawing in it. Really, really nice figure. I like her face a little bit better. It looks more anime. But yeah, so the Droopy Sword, if you remember Samus, there were a lot of Samus figurines that were like this, leaning. You can actually use warm water, immerse them in warm water and try to like bend them right. Obviously the sword is really soft, but you got to be careful. You can't make it too hot. You obviously don't want to put any flame on them.
They melt. No, they don't melt.
Unless you're going for the tail effect here.
So yeah, Wario looking good.
I like Wario. I actually think one of the best ones here is number 35, the Pac-Man. So
I'm going to open my favorite of this wave. Yeah, I love Pac-Man. I think they did a really good job with him.
Yeah. And by the way, if you live in North America, so you're getting the U.S. Canadian Amiibo, you're not going to find the numbers on the boxes, so that they do that only abroad. I actually really like that.
I do too.
It kind of like encourages that collectoritis.
I actually wish they would kind of do it. I don't think they thought of this early enough, but do it in waves. So it's like, hey, this is the Smash Brothers wave. This is the Super Mario. Mario Party wave or whatever. Could be cool. So Pac-Man, classic Pac-Man pose with the thumbs up. I like his boots. I think he looks good. Yeah,
he looks good.
That's one of the better ones.
If you're not familiar with this look and you've only played the games, obviously the old arcade cabinets have this kind of Pac-Man with legs character on it. I own a Super. You have some arcade machines too,
I don't
right?
anymore. I sold them, but
you had so many.
I sold one to Sam Claiborne actually.
Who has like 9,000.
He's got so many.
I have a Super Pac-Man machine. That's kind of a lesser known version of Pac-Man, and it's got him with a cape on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you've got a superpower.
But in the game, he's got that weird little cape that he's like still the circle in the cape. Behind him, right?
Well, he gets really big. No, he gets big and gets really, really fast.
Oh, that's
that's Super Pac-Man, yeah.
Do you remember the pinball game that had Super Pac-Man elements to it as well?
Right, yeah.
That was also very cool.
And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the new unicorn, Ness. I said before Ness came out, really only GameStop is equipped to handle with the demand for a collectible figure like that. Earthbound's a beloved series that's been a little neglected in the US.
A lot.
What happened was, they weren't equipped to handle with it either, and the pre-orders brought the systems down, and many of us weren't able to get any. But here's the figure. It looks really good. I really like Ness.
I think, you guys were talking about this a little bit in NBC. That should be a sign to Nintendo that there is interest in Earthbound again, and that... there is still, and so maybe it's time to crank that franchise back up.
It's definitely, the problem I think is that there are a lot of collectors and hardcore enthusiasts who really love this franchise. There's a Kickstarter for vinyl Earthbound Mother soundtrack that met its goals in no time. So obviously there are a lot of people really passionate about that franchise and want to see it return. But this guy selling out and bringing down GameStop systems, I don't know if that's not an indicator. Like, what else do we need? I think, for people who can't get this one, I have to rely on scalpers again. It's a really, really bad story, I think. Yeah. I think Nintendo needs to solve the issues here, especially in the US, but elsewhere as well, to make sure that these are not special edition characters that should be retail exclusive, like a gold Mario, right? These are built into all their games, and they encourage you to get all, but you can't, which is an issue.
And they keep saying conflicting things about it. It's like, oh, we're going to make them way more available, and then in the same sort of statement, they're like, but we realize that exclusivity is a thing too. It's like, well, what? I would actually rather go into a store and be able to find 10,000 Nesses and get one for myself and get one to keep in the package and then get another one. No, I just want two. Yeah. I want one for the package and one that I can play with. And then, if they're just available, then that's cool. I have my favorites like that. I have like Toon Link. in package, out of package. I'd love that for any of these, but yeah, this guy's gonna run you like $100 pretty soon.
It's probably gonna happen. We have a wiki on IGN, so just search for IGN Amiibo wiki where we list the rarity factors of all of these. So if you're curious, unicorn is the worst status. That's like your villager, you know, where you probably have to shell out, you know, up to $100 to get one. Wii Fit Trainer was rare, has come back a little bit, so never give up. You can get some from Japan. We're all hoping that the situation is just gonna, you know, just gonna figure itself out as these become more plentiful. So don't give up yet if you weren't able to pre-order them. May 29th is still a long ways off, so hopefully you'll get them all. That's really OCD. What did you just do?
This is my ranking.
Oh, that's your ranking? From
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The ones you want, because rarity-wise, you got to
no,
move
it's
these
the one,
guys
No,
down.
it's the ones I want.
So
yeah.
Rare. Like if we say from unicorn down, I'd say we'd be going like this. Like with third parties, it seems like Nintendo doesn't want to upset anybody. It makes a lot of characters. Like Sonic, you can find pretty easily. I bet it's going to be like this.
I think Wario is absolutely going to be everywhere. I think he's going to be like some of the new ones. Okay. But yeah, and then I hope Charizard's really available too. These guys I don't care about owning. This guy though, that's the one I want so much.
Greninja is right here. And then Jigglypuff is probably right here too. So.
Jigglypuff is another one that they need to crank up, man. Like if that's like unavailable, you're cutting out. Well, I don't know. I don't think any Pokemon ones should be rare. I think
none of them should be rare. I think Nintendo's being too conservative with the numbers they put to retailers, and their supply chain is just not good enough for this type of product. Hopefully they can fix it. So that's our little look at, you know, part of Wave 4 when we get, if we get, Greninja and Jigglypuff, if we're lucky enough. Maybe you could stand in line overnight or something.
Oh, yes, done.
We will unbox them here as well, and then of course there are more coming, right? There are Amiibo coming for Yoshi, you know, the little hand-knitted ones, which I know you're all into.
You know, those are absolutely going to be impossible to get if they're limited.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many there are. And then there are the Splatoon ones, of course, so you can still get
I got those pre-ordered.
Yeah. So for more on Amiibo news and, you know, random bickering about how hard it is to get them, stay tuned to IGN.